All right, let's dig into the latest updates from Node Zero. It's the decentralized credential manager that's completely rethinking what digital identity means. And they've just pushed out some major new features that expand your control way beyond just passwords and into your private communications. So let's get right into it.
So, everything starts with this one simple but incredibly powerful idea. You are your own auth server. This isn't just some other password manager, okay? This is a fundamental shift in who holds the power. Instead of being just another account on a company's server, you become the server. You are the sole authority for your own digital life. So, just as a quick refresher, let's talk about what makes Node Zero so different. First off, your identity isn't an email or a phone number. It's a cryptographic key that you physically control. To unlock your vault every day, you use hardware-backed keys. We're talking about a YubiKey or your device's own biometrics, like Windows Hello or Touch ID. And the key here is that your encryption keys never, ever leave your device. And for recovery, it's that 12-word phrase that only you have. The server sees absolutely nothing. The bottom line here? There's no central database for hackers to breach and no master password for them to crack. Okay, so with that foundation set, Node Zero is now taking that same idea of sovereignty and applying it beyond just your passwords. We're talking about securing your private conversations. And this is a huge step. You can now get that same zero-knowledge end-to-end encryption for your emails right inside Gmail. Now, the brilliant part about this is you don't have to switch email providers or learn some complicated new app. It just builds this incredible security right into the workflow you already use every single day.
And look at how simple this is in practice. You're just in Gmail, writing an email like you always do. Then you just right-click and hit Encrypt for Recipients. That's literally it. No extra programs, no complicated steps. The power is right there, built into your existing flow. The second you click that, Node Zero instantly turns your message into secure ciphertext. Now, this is the most critical part to understand. Your readable, plain text message never touches Google's servers. The encryption happens on your machine in your browser before it gets sent. All Google ever sees is a block of encrypted gibberish.
So how does this work under the hood? Well, it's actually pretty clever. Think of it like a series of locked boxes. First, a unique key, the content encryption key, is created just to lock up the email's content. Then, to make sure every conversation is totally separate, a brand new temporary key pair is generated just for this one message. That gives you what's called forward secrecy. Finally, it takes that first key and puts it inside a separate little locked box for each person you're sending it to. And only they have the key to open their specific box. It's this layered method that guarantees only the intended recipients can ever read it. And they've really thought through the details to make this security powerful, but also, not annoying. You can give it permission just once, and encrypted emails will just auto-decrypt as you open them. And to prevent any security mistakes, it's all or nothing. If even one person in the to field isn't a Node Zero user, it warns you and the email just stays unencrypted. No surprises. For privacy, the server never even sees your contact's emails, just scrambled hashes. It even caches those lookups for 24 hours, so sending more emails to the same person is super efficient. This is how you design security that works with people, not against them. All right, so let's shift gears and talk about how Node Zero is expanding its features for power users with a new premium tier while making sure to stick to its core principles. Okay, so now there's a premium tier, and it's really built for those of you who are true power users. The upgrade gives you a huge jump in vault size, from 2 up to 50 megabytes, and a 100-fold increase in daily syncs, all the way up to 10,000. This is perfect if you've got a massive vault or you're constantly working across a bunch of different devices. But, and this is super important, the philosophy here is that security should never be behind a paywall. All the core security features we've talked about, the hardware-backed keys, the decentralized ID, and yes, even the new Gmail encryption, all of it is available for free, for everyone. Their stance is pretty clear. Security is a right, not an upsell. So, what are you paying for then? Well, it's really about two things: convenience for power users and supporting the project itself. It unlocks those bigger vaults and higher sync limits, and it's your ticket to future features like encrypted file attachments. And, in true Node Zero fashion, they're building in privacy-first payment options, including upcoming crypto gateways if you want that extra layer of anonymity. Okay, finally, let's talk about one more new feature. And honestly, this one might be the ultimate proof of Node Zero's commitment to you and only you owning your data. You can now export your entire encrypted vault to a local file anytime you want. And I don't mean just a simple list of your passwords. We're talking about the whole encrypted database. This gives you absolute data portability and control. So what you get is this thing called an encrypted vault blob. It's basically a single, super secure file with everything in it. But, and let's be crystal clear, without your 12-word recovery phrase, this file is completely unreadable. It's just useless digital noise. This feature is your ultimate proof of ownership. It is your verifiable exit strategy, proving that you and only you hold the keys. So, when you put all of this together, what's the big picture here? What does this mean for the future of how we handle our digital lives? While it represents a huge shift, we're moving away from the old model of central servers, master passwords, and data that's controlled by some company. Node Zero is building a fundamentally different model, one based on decentralized identity, hardware keys you physically own, user-controlled recovery, and truly sovereign data. It's not just an alternative, it's a whole new paradigm. So, with these new updates, Node Zero is extending your digital sovereignty from just your credentials to your private communications, all while giving you a tangible offline backup that proves you're in control. And that leaves us with a really big question. If your digital identity is truly your own, unlocked by hardware you hold in your hand, and secured in a vault you can back up yourself, what new possibilities does that freedom unlock for you? Where will you take it next?